Throughout their illustrious touring career, Queen have always sought new ways to thrill, delight and surprise their audiences. So fans quickly learn that if you're going to a Queen show, you should expect the unexpected.
Take me to Dreamers Bar.
An early innovation which has evolved over the years to still be an integral part of the show to this very day sees Roger Taylor step down from the drum riser and join the rest of the band as they go acoustic at the front of the stage to give the crowd an up-close and personal experience.
Well, we've done that in a number of ways over for a long time. We used to have a completely separate stage at the front, which would then, it would actually descend with a little mini bass drum kit on it, and it was actually it had the front lighting under it, but it used to descend and there'd be a setup there, two mic stands and a small drum kit. So we come down the front and it's just the more intimate parts of the show, and so that's the thing. And now these days with this sort of, you can reach out with this long catwalk thing and really get out into the audience for people, which is very good in arenas. You're surrounded by audience then, and it's great. You really feel like you're in touch with people, you know, you can actually look at people and, you know.
In addition to those moments, and with the intention of giving the crowd full value by packing as much into a show as possible, Queen found a well-constructed medley would keep the audience on their toes, as one song suddenly takes a very different direction into another.
She keeps them always shined up in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Building a remedy, Khrushchev and Kennedy at any time. Invitation you can't decline.
There's a moment when you think, oh, isn't it a shame we can't do this song and this song and this song? It's hard to know what to leave out. You know, think of too many hits. You know, so you think, well, what if we could just do a little piece of this and a little piece of that, just little hints of stuff so that people feel like they heard the song. So we used to do quite a long medley of Killer Queen and all sorts of other stuff.
Interestingly, as Brian explains, merging songs in this way is not a task to be taken lightly.
Very often I don't like other people doing medleys, so I wonder, you know, it kind of puts me off doing them. I see people doing a medley and I think, why don't you just sing the bloody song, you know? Because you do deprive people of the structure of the song and the narrative of the song. So you don't get the beginning of the story and the end of the story. You're going into another song, which can be frustrating. So I think you've got to be quite careful with medleys, to be honest.
But perhaps the most unexpected moment of any tour would be when Freddie, Roger, Brian and John, despite having a wealth of their own songs to choose from, would spring a surprise on their fans by finding the space to cover someone else's song. Take this moment from the Magic Tour as an example.
Okay, we're gonna fool around a bit, come on. You don't like crazy music, you don't like rock and roll. You just wanna go to a movie show, sit there holding hands, you're so square. Maybe I don't do up. I don't care how much I guess it's just because you're so square.
Why do we cover other people's songs? It's just an instinct. Sometimes you just want to give it that thing which you loved when you were a kid, maybe like Heartbreak Hotel. And every now and again we want to go into that area. I suppose it refreshes us, and sometimes it's quite refreshing for the audience. It's out of the blue, they don't expect it. It just brings something out of you. You can be a bit more reckless with other people's material than with your own sometimes. Fun, it's just fun, I guess.
Okay, this is Ricky Nelson's song. I said hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart, sweet Mary Lou. I'm so in love with you. I knew Mary Lou, we'd never part. So hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.
Yeah, absolutely. Those things like Tutti Frutti, Little Richard, yeah, kind of telling people this is why we love rock and roll, because these songs really influenced us, you know. Yeah, that was just a little aside, really. You know, it's nice to do those. It keeps our interest up and kind of broadens the show a bit.
One more time. Yes, hello, Mary Lou. Goodbye, heart.